Hi there! So we are now in the last part of factoring polynomials, which is the case 3. Now, in this case, we have non-perfect square trinomial, but our coefficient for the first term is greater than 1. Let's have this example. 3x squared minus 10x plus 8. So the coefficient of the first term here is no longer 1. So now, what are we going to do? So we will just not get the factors of the last term, but also the first term. So what will be the factor of 3? That is 3 and 1. And the factors of 8 are 4 and 2. Now, what we're going to do with the factors is just we will get the cross product of this. So, 3 times 2 is equal to 6. While 4 times 1 is equal to 4. Since the sign of our constant or third term is positive, then when we get the sum of these two numbers, the ending should be the middle term. So it should be 10. So when we add 4 plus 6, the answer will be 10. So therefore, the order of the numbers are correct. So for the sign of our binomial, since we get the sum of the cross product, so they should either be both positive or both negative. So to determine that, we just have to copy the sign of our middle term. So since the middle term is negative, so therefore, the two binomials should be both negative. And now, we will just add the variable for each binomial. So we will end up with 3x. And then this one, we have x. So no need to write 1 since this is 1x. So therefore, our binomial will become 3x minus 4 and x minus 2. And to write that in factor form, we will end up with 3x minus 4 times x minus 2. Let's have another example for case 3. So now, again, we have to get the factors of the first and the last term. So the factor of 6 could be 3 and 2. While the factors of 10 could be 5 and 2. Now, we have to verify if the order of the factors are correct. So we have to do the cross product. So if we multiply 3 times 2, the answer is 6. While when we multiply 5 times 2, the answer is 10. Now, since the sign of this is negative, so when we subtract this, 10 minus 6, the answer must be the same as the middle. But since that is not the same, therefore, the order of our factors are not correct. So we have to try again. So let's change this given factors with another factors of 6. And the other factors could be 6 and 1. Let's try again our cross product. 6 times 2 will give us 12. And 5 times 1 will give us 5. Now, when we subtract 5 and 12, the answer would be 7. So therefore, our order is correct. Now, for the sign of our binomial, since we get the difference of the cross product, that means one should be positive and the other should be negative. So to determine that, we will rely on the sign of our middle term. Since this is positive, it should be the same as the sign of the greater number of the product. So since 12 is greater than 5, therefore 12 is positive. And 5 is negative. Now, to determine the sign of our binomial, since we obtained this 5 from 1 times 5, therefore that will also be negative. And this 12, since that is from 6 times 2, that will be positive. And then we will just add our variable for the first term. And since this is 1x, so we will remove 1. So this will be our expression. So now, our binomial will be 6x minus 5 and x plus 2. And to write that in factor form, that is 6x minus 5 times x plus 2. Now, you try to answer this. So, the answer for this is 5x plus 3 and x minus 4. For the last one, let's try this. And the correct answer would be 2x plus 5 times 2x plus 3. There you have it. Thank you for watching for all the videos and hoping that you learned something about factoring polynomials. So till next time, God bless you.